Hey, John Rule, what day is it?
That's the 15th of October, 2018.
And you can sort of tell it's October. Look at
Certainly can. I'm worried about it.
this is an old baseball field that they took
Uh-huh.
out. It belonged to the see that building up there? That's
Yes.
the building where the Regional National Cemetery Improvement
Oh,
Corporation
right,
has its
right,
meetings.
right, yeah.
It's-
I know about where everything is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's
The committee meeting.
and the committee meeting. You notice that there's no real young people there except, well, maybe that guy in blue right there.
Yeah, maybe the
Standing
guy
there.
in blue.
Yeah, he's
wearing
pretty
shorts.
young.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he runs all over the place when it's cold
see.
anyway. But this is a meeting, and I really hope we get more runners this year.
Uh-huh.
But even more, I hope that we raise more money
Right,
for the National Cemetery.
Right.
And see that old snake?
I do.
Oh.
Do you want to give an address for the National Cemetery?
Well, yeah,
Money raising.
post office box 4221, Fayetteville, Arkansas. See
Okay,
there?
great.
And that's
Yeah.
the Lorna and her late husband, Bob Sterrett. He was a chief petty officer,
Warrant officer.
a warrant officer,
Yeah.
and Sterretts have contributed to RNC in many
That
capacities.
means he came up through the ranks, doesn't it?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
Yes,
all
he
right.
was in the military a long time.
Right.
And this is
Helenium? Helenium, you said?
Helenium,
Autumnal?
and see how those spread at the end?
I see.
If you-
They're notched or something, it's
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, and
Highly distinctive.
autumnal kind of tells you they show up in the
Right.
fall, and just about every corner on downtown square in Fayetteville, Arkansas has some of them growing there,
I see.
and they are beautiful. We'll show you some of those again.
There you've got a skipper and a bumblebee.
Yeah, and bumblebees are pretty exciting, just like butterflies.
Right. And this is a female monarch
Uh-huh.
because it doesn't have any of the black blob on
Little bump thing.
the, yeah,
It
on the
shows,
rear wing
on the male.
stripes.
I don't know if I have a male in this batch of pictures, but last week we had a bunch of them.
Uh-huh.
And, but these are on flowers at the senior center. You know, that's where I go for lunch, so.
Right.
we
The black skipper again and the bumblebee.
uh-huh. And they're just worth looking at, sharing. And I maybe in last week's I had the same kind of skipper, but his
Right.
wings were closed.
Right.
Never opened them for it.
Right.
Look at this old license plate. You know, a lot of people don't realize that after a certain time, you get an old antique car plate, it's real cheap. Just like any veteran
Uh-huh.
can get his license plate for $3. All you got to do is show them your information that you're connected with the military.
Oh, I'll be darned. Well, I should have done that.
Well, yeah, nobody should go without that.
I see.
And see this pink flower?
I do. It's new to me.
Well, it's not entirely new to me, but I just hadn't looked it up. I hadn't dug around in the books enough to figure out what it is. Till next time,
Till next time.
do your part. See ya. John Rue, what day is it?
The 15th of October. I don't know. I guess that's the Ides also.
2000.
2018.
And we are looking at some things we've looked at before, but some things we haven't. What do you think we'd call that little white flower there in the bucket?
I really don't have any idea.
Look at the
It's
leaves.
very tiny.
Yeah. Don't know what it is, but they're all over my yard and probably everywhere you go. Right now.
Well,
they're little survivors.
They're certainly not,
Okay, this is a Regional National Cemetery Improvement Corporation, and here's a reason to come to the meeting, not just to help. See all that food that
I
lady
do,
has sitting
see
there?
a large tray of.
She's always got coffee and some kind of
Goodies?
treats for
Yeah,
everybody.
that's
Yeah.
great.
And so, this, we need more members who are
Mm-hmm,
younger than you, and younger than me, and younger than most of them.
uh-huh,
Because, you know, it's just gonna be more veterans.
well, that's true, we need both physical and, emotional support,
And
social support.
yeah, and the RNCIC has greatly enlarged the Fayetteville National Cemetery
Right,
by
certainly is,
having these races
yep.
to get
right.
money. And it seems like just one thing every year that really makes some big donations come in.
Well, everyone should come and watch or race slowly,
You know, people who've never been in the military
yeah,
owe something to the military for taking care of them, keeping
Right.
them from
so
going,
far,
keeping them from being attacked. And we know that a lot of our wars should never have happened, but at the same time, they were gonna happen.
well, you don't,
And it wasn't our fault that
right,
they happened.
right,
I mean, you were,
I was caught in one.
yeah, and it was, what do you call it? What's that country it was in?
Korea,
Yeah, that was the Korean War. Well, what are we doing now? We're still having problem with Korea.
right,
And that's sad. The senior center was closed last Friday because they had problems with their,
sprinkler system or something?
yeah, sprinkler system.
I'll be darned.
Okay.
Well, did it ruin a lot of stuff, or?
Well, I don't know that it ruined anything,
Uh-huh,
but it caused them to close it. and
Okay.
People couldn't eat there.
yeah.
Uh,
Here's a,
Swamp-
milkweed
swamp
pod
milkweed.
opening.
Yeah, swamp milkweed, and these are all falling off of there now. But
About to fly away,
yeah,
and a lot of lives were saved with those filaments in life vests in World War II.
yeah.
People collected it.
It's amazing when you find out the way things such as that have been used. Okay, we saw these before,
We certainly
maybe
did,
not
and
the
that
same one
magnificent
in my
spider,
thumb, but yeah, how big is he? Look at my thumb.
pretty good size.
And here you can see some of the folks I'm voting for and hoping everyone will vote for. They're all good people. And that's an array out in front of my house. And you too could have an array. Anybody can have an array in front of their house.
Right.
This close to the what do we call it? Election day.
Right, very close to the
Thanks for being here,
midterm-
John Rule.
The midterm election,
See you.
and they're very important.
Yes.